for a second. Look at your neighbor and check in. We bout to march, so if you not, get to stepping. I done told you who I am. I'm a force to be reckoned with. I think just be mad because my voice is so decadent. I'm setting the precedent. No mistakes and no accident. We ignoring the standard set because our lowest is passionate. This alone is a classic hit. I'm a verb amongst adjectives. If the industry full of and my words is a laxative. I'm a maniac on these beats. I'm insane and it's not discreet. I'm enraged because y'all ain't see it. I'm spraying on every street and obtaining no opinion. Who's saying we not elite? I'm on Balenciagas. I'm changing into my clothes. It's go time. It's show time. I ain't coming down until this place is a ghost town. Tired of the faking. We bringing back Motown. No staring this go round. I'm taking no prisoners, so prepare for a showdown.
Now for the so-called City Beautiful and home to the Madden Studios. This is EA Sports coverage of the National Football League from Orlando, Florida. Today we hit double digits, week 10, and we've got a good one in store. As it'll be the Commanders of Mexico City taking on the Seahawks of Orlando. To get this one started, and we are underway from the City Beautiful. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone, and only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Good morning, Tim. Let's say we go.
Here's Gibson to start the run. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Their first play from scrimmage is a pickup of 13. Good job there. Pretty simple. The hole was created. Runner just darted right through.
Yeah, that's the kind of play teams are looking for to have some success early in a ball game. And if you're an offensive play caller, you mark that run down. Make sure you keep coming back to it throughout the game until they stop it.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On 1st down, right back to Gibson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. You talk about this Seahawks defense. They're a unit that enters play way down, number 28 in the NFL right now against the run.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6. Powell out of the shotgun. Oh, he's got that complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 18 yards the gain for number 18.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time you wait for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. They'll go again with Gibson. They'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Well, this defense for the Seahawks very strong in that victory a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Off play action. It's Howell. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Reek Willen. And the Seahawks are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Justin Herbert looking to pass. He's got a man. That's caught left sideline. 27 yards there, a first down.
And even though this is a top 5 rushing offense, and we see this especially early in the game, they're going to do their best to keep you honest. They don't want you getting the habit of stacking the box, so that's a good throw there. And they're able to come up with the first down.
On first down, it's Herbert. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. The first down screen pass, good for 5. The Seahawks are 5-4 now on the year. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 5.
Let's go.
They'll get this out in a hurry to Parker. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. When you look at this defense, they come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
Yeah.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They snapped it to Herbert. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to have a Seahawks first down. They needed 4, they got 8. And it results in a conversion on 4th down. Charles, their first drive of the game, and already they're taking chances here, but they get the 4th down conversion. I'm curious, do you think that that's something they game planned for on the opening drive if it came up, or is that something that happened organically?
I think that they game planned for it, Brandon, and when you think about it, let's just say it. The word analytics is touchdown.
Kadarius Toney, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. But Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. In the first drive, they were moving the ball okay. Then the interception. Now time to regroup after giving up the score.
Yeah, I noticed him on the sidelines talking with one of his coaches, and they were comparing the
With this team, I could, nigga.
what the defense was doing. They were carving it up pretty well.
This team, I could.
They focused a lot on, okay,
We got defense on this squad.
seeking to avoid it in the future.
They'll go play action. Howell. He'll buy some time right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Now Howell. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. On to the second quarter, Mexico City in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Howell from the gun. Again, he'll find Samuel for the completion. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. Really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Seahawks will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Well, those have been a problem for them all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. They run on 1st down as they're able to get this forward for about 4.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Walker with another carry. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Here is 3rd and 5.
21.
Straight ahead, Walker. Well, he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
When a good play is made on defense, oftentimes leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot, and on that play, they were able to stop them short of a 1st down.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. He's got his target. That's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. Throw left side complete. That's Walker. Only 3 there on the screen at 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with a little gain.
from the 29. Here's second down and 7. Here's Herbert. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. That's Daron Payne with a sack that time.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Herbert now. That is caught. And it'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little
What are you talking about, E?
That's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it.
Why you lying on me, bro? These niggas, bro. What the fuck are you talking about?
He'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out and ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Second and 10. Throwing quickly, and Herbert completes it. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And now third down and 6 to go. That last throw, CD, going to move him even further up that all-time passing leaderboard as he just moved beyond Broadway Joe Namath at 27,663 yards.
And that's impressive because Joe Namath, my goodness, he could throw a football. I mean, it was just gorgeous the way he threw it. Rallied his Jets to a Super Bowl win, one of the greatest upsets in NFL history. Broadway Joe, the man.
The coverage too good there. The contact dropped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
But what they're seeking with an RPO is space for the receiver to make a catch and then make a play downfield, but there wasn't any space available. Thus,
and they're going to fake it. He wants to throw it here.
Oh.
And the gamble fails. It's incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Oh!
Second down, and this one incomplete as well.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Howell.
What the fuck?
And this pass broken up. The contact, long time there, and now 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Oh, some strong running. A good head-down running on the return. Gets about 15 yards. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. setting up to throw on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
And he'll go down shy of 40 or 41. Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown! Kadarius Toney. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Seahawks will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Brandon, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group, seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half. And now to get...
Oh, and now they're going to fake it.
Oh.
Looking in zone, but it's incomplete.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, this is great. But from the 15, the risk reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to where we live. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. On first down, Howell slings this deep from McLaurin. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Reek William. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here at their own 33. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Now a 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Herbert. The throw for Tony is intercepted. Now he's free at the 35. He may go.
Don't do that.
And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. So what a play there in the final minute of this first half. They get the interception. More importantly, their first points of the ball game.
Yeah, and that one play certainly changes the outlook, doesn't it? I mean, they're looking at going into the locker room, no points on the board, not playing well defensively, deflated, and now things may have changed for them.
Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now 13-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they will play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again, 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Herbert.
Oh, I didn't even see it.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now they'll bring Tony in motion left. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. And the Commanders will take over here just shy of the 30. One last shot before the break. Howard. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis on Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, there were 3 talking points at the half, partner. All of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Oh. And his throw here is incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. From the gun, it's Walker. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in for the touchdown. A big play there. 69 yards. And the Commanders strike quickly here to tie up the ball game. And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found a seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes it and runs away from everyone else.
And he ran it into the end zone. And the defense, they've got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on them.
That's really tough because everything was executed well. Ball was out of his hands quickly, into the hands of the receiver, and then he was gone.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs. Because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves.
What's good?
Back to Walker on first down. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare.
Come get whooped back to this.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
They're going right back to Walker. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 53 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stopped out around the line of scrimmage.
And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there.
Hell no.
Just ran him down.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Let's go.
Herbert.
Oh.
He's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. From 57 yards, bombs away right there, and they have regained the lead. So a response there to the touchdown of the opening drive of this 3rd quarter as they're able to reclaim the lead.
And I think he'll take that because obviously you'd like to be able to match him touchdown for touchdown, but the first order of business was to get the lead back, and they've done that. Now you want to give a good pep talk to your defense to take it from there.
And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And CD, sometimes you don't need those complicated game plans or the added ring. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
next?
Inside the quarterback's head and figuring out, okay,
As soon as this game over.
Because you can make an educated guess defensively.
Bust
Not all
your
the
ass.
time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Run.
Up the middle, here's Walker. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I'd say the staff that's up in the booth watching the game, they may want to file that one away. See how fast the free safety closed to make that play? Might want to check into a throw the next time.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
We can play right after this, dog.
Quick pass out wide. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little
We can run a quick one right after this. Send it.
And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the
It don't work on this.
2nd and 8.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They're looking at a 2nd and 8
sure,
now
for
from
sure.
the 10. Open man right side is Tony. Short completion, just 4 yards. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker. And you've got to deliver the ball on time.
Yeah, I've been winning
Your
all
biggest
day,
worry,
low-key.
Ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Walker with a grab outside. Touchdown, Seahawks. Kenneth Walker from 6 yards away. And the Seahawks are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. CD, you know, he's got great options at wide receiver, tight end, but there he looks to the backfield, and it results in a touchdown.
I love how you laid that out. So many options. You made me forget about some of the ones that you should be covering. And they made him pay with that one, didn't they? Forget about the guys in the backfield. They're eligible, too.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Off play action. It's Howell. Slings this deep from McLaurin.
Oh.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Howell throwing on 3rd down here. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Seahawks are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming in, touchdown! Reed Alford there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. As a former DB, you might not like to see them, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it. And this one incomplete. So they went for the two. They don't get it. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, you know, we were having a tough patch. This two shall pass, this two shall pass. And in fact, we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some...
And my goodness, another interception. But to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. That's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of the time that a former defense coordinator there told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6th one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pray for Adler. Second and a couple.
Baylor Tigers.
A gift for Walker running right. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. This offense so far on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown, Seahawks. Kadarius Toney with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Seahawks have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely more confidence because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense. And he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
Taking it about the 1. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Hal to the air on 1st and 10. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Howell down to throw it. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Howell looking to throw again. Flushed out right. And down inside the 15 he goes. And now they're in the hurry-up. Howell throwing on first down here. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
2nd and 10. And Howell will throw it. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. 3rd and 1. Howell's going to throw it. Touchdown! Curtis Samuel halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Commanders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. The 4th quarter touchdown there, back to a 2-score game, but time is not their ally.
No, it's not, partner. They still have a pulse, but it's probably a little weak right now. A lot of things have to go right in these final 2 minutes plus for them. I think they have to be thinking onside kick here, and we know how difficult those are to recover.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Howell throwing for it. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to score. Kind of the most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild, and at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. Well, I'm not totally privy to what went on with their offensive meetings, but, Charles, something tells me that one wasn't in the play.
Yeah, when we had our production meeting, they didn't exactly share that with us, but I'm pretty sure that on the play sheet, the run backwards into your own end zone play was not written down.
Here's 1st and 10. Howell to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
Yeah.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown. Terry McLaurin, 77 yards. And the Commanders are able to cut into that deficit.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this. I know you are, too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Here's Howell, and it's intercepted at the goal line.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that a team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really eliminate them. Not cool.
They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
And this will be a Seahawks first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Here's a quick throw call out wide. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down, and that should just about do it. The Commanders going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And this is not going to work as planned. He's going to be met and dropped behind the line of scrimmage. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They snapped it to Herbert. And he's brought down. Can't do anything to the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Come up, 1st and 10 here. Throwing here, Howell. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he's flag.
2nd down, Howell back to pass. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, It's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Hey, ram. Go.
They're going to pass here with Herbert. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Touchdown, Seahawks. DK Metcalf, 49 yards. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And the Seahawks are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars, what's the top gear you can get into. This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Seahawks, it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason race as they move to 6-4. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Commanders, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.